Yeah, this is going to be a hard video to make, but let's do this. So the Lakers lost in the first round for the third time in like 5 years. I'm not salty. Yeah, you are. Well, they don't need to know that. So to start off this recap, let's actually answer the $1,000,000 question, and that being, why did the Lakers lose?
Oh, that's easy. I can tell you in one sentence.
I'll hurt you and make it look like a bloody accident.
Will that be suicide or murder?
First up, let's talk about the fourth quarter struggles. The Lakers have not scored 20 points in the fourth quarter 4 out of the 5 games. And in that one game, which by the way, fun fact, we ended up losing. We were up 10. And that was game 4. Just frustrating losses overall, bro. What's even more frustrating is the fact that the Lakers actually understood what they did wrong in the previous game. Game 1, they didn't play any defense. Game 2, they played great defense. And something else came up, so on and so forth. And it was so annoying because, again, we were just doing everything right except scoring the basket. Like, again, in that Game 4, Lakers were looking really good. It was a back and forth game. But in the fourth, J.J. Redick just decided to play 5 guys, 24 minutes, the entire second half, and they looked completely gassed. If the Lakers actually won that game, maybe morality or whatever would have changed, and we actually could have pushed Game 5 into a Game 6. And I already know what you're thinking. Oh, it was just simple. The Wolves were just playing better basketball. Defense, offense, it didn't even matter. It was always going to be Wolves in 5. No! Just no! You weren't watching the series then, because the Wolves weren't shooting the ball that well. They were just scoring more in the paint. If you look at the 3-point percentage, hell, actually, Anthony Edwards in Game 5 went 0 of 10 from 3. He leads the league in 3-pointers attempted. And he didn't hit a single one. But sure, fucking the rest of the guys, they can capitalize. But unfortunately, the Lakers, when the Wolves were struggling to put the ball in the basket, we couldn't capitalize, so obviously, the Wolves just wanted it more than the Lakers. Next thing I want to talk about is depth. The Lakers bench was terrible, bad, dog shit. Whatever synonym you're thinking of for the word bad, if you look in the dictionary, whatever that word is, there's going to be a picture of the Lakers bench right next to that word. Because how? Just how? Honestly. You want to know how many points the Lakers bench scored in Game 5? In a very crucial elimination game? If you said more than 5, you'd be wrong. Because they only scored 4. Now, you want to know how much the fucking Wolves bench scored? 5 times more than the bench that we got. They scored 22. I'm solidly convinced that the start, like the bench for the Wolves could outscore the Lakers starting 5 if they actually wanted it that badly. Because how the hell do you only score 4 points in a very crucial elimination game? Win or go home. Throw up 2 buckets. Only 2 players off the bench scored. I need a drink. I need a stiff drink because doing research was hell. Was absolute hell, bro. I need a drink. I need a stiff drink. I'll be right back. I need that stiff drink. Nah, I need another one. I'm good now. Oh, okay. What's next? Okay, Rui. We need to talk about Rui. Rui was supposed to be, our rebounder, crashing the boards, being that one physical guy, like how Julius Randle was for the Wolves. No, he wasn't. He was a scorer, which is great because we needed to put the ball in the basket, and he was able to do that, but again, it didn't matter in the end. Vando, another person that I wrote down a couple notes for, he was supposed to be, a very defensive pest. He wasn't meant to be like a scoring threat, but he kept fouling. He couldn't keep his hands to himself, which resulted in him getting like 4 fouls in most of these games. And again, we needed his defense. We needed somebody to be a defensive pest on Anthony Edwards. And again, he just couldn't keep his hands to himself. Now, Jackson Hayes, on the other hand, he was supposed to be a crucial member of the starting 5, but then got pushed out of rotation simply because the Wolves were just playing him off the court. He's undersized. He fouls a lot. doesn't rebound well, doesn't even put the ball in the basket that well. He was supposed to be a lob threat, but they kept cutting him off at every single chance he got going towards the basket. So, in the end, it didn't even matter. The Lakers were playing with no 5 at that point. This is a bit of a side tangent, though. But, JJ, why the fuck would you give Maxi Kleber 5 minutes in an elimination game? If Jackson Hayes, healthy, couldn't do shit for us in that same time frame, what made you think that a Maxi Kleber, a man who hasn't played basketball since January 25th of last year, yeah, let's see what he can do. Fuck no. Within the minute he got subbed in, he got posterized, played off the court. You could have gave those 5 minutes to Jackson Hayes again. It would have been the same result. Hell, play Bronny for all I give a shit for. Why the fuck are you giving off? Oh my god. Like, he was injured. Why? Just why? You could have gave it to me. I would have done the same shit. And finally, the person that I think was just the worst of the worst, simply because he was very crucial to our starting 5, Austin Reaves. You went 2 of 10 from 3 in an elimination game. This entire series, you were just hot ass. Not even hot ass. You were moldy ass. How the hell did you not produce at the level that we were expecting you to? Like, the entire series, you were just struggling. Oh my god, you were... Wow, you were just struggling, dog. He even admitted, like, Austin Reaves actually admitted, if you go look on Twitter, he actually admitted in his post-game interview saying, like, yeah, no, I was terrible this postseason. You know, I'm going to try my best this offseason to get a lot better so, you know, these mistakes won't happen again, you know, X, Y, and Z. But still, like, at least he's man enough to admit that he was playing, like, just ass.
Wait, what about Alex Len?
Shut up! I'll mean it! I'll lend you! Don't get me wrong, I love these guys. During the regular season, they were so great to watch. They were producing at the level that we needed in the regular season. However, in the playoffs, it's a different beast. And we were just simply cooked from the beginning. Again, we lacked size. Defense was honestly not that bad, but still, the Lakers needed to step up to that next level, and nobody else did besides Luka and LeBron, who historically always turn up in the playoffs.
I still can't believe y'all let Rudy Gobert look like prime Dwight Howard. Or even Randall. Y'all made Randall look like a Wolves legend when he plays like ass in the playoffs every time he went. That's how bad the Lakers are. My God.
Shut the fuck. So what now? Well, the Lakers need to get a big. Simple as that. Now, how do you get a big? Either trading them, which I don't know who wants to trade with us. The rest of the league is still very salty that we got one of the best players in NBA history, well, modern NBA history. And due to the fact that, well, Mark Williams, we could revisit that trade, but again, it's very salty right now. He honestly kind of threw some shade at us last night after the Lakers got eliminated. Maybe we can go trade for a Nick Claxton. I honestly would love to see him on the Lakers. I think that would be a great fit. But the cheapest way to do it is either get someone on a vet minimum, which everybody looks like trash, besides like the obvious players, they're getting paid big money. Lakers don't got big money. Or we draft one, which is a very cheap way of doing it, which, low-key, I'm in favor of doing so. Also, Lakers need to get more length and athleticism, 3-and-D guys, but, you know, everybody and their mama want to get a fucking 3-and-D guy, so that's also going to be another tough challenge that Rob Pelinka has to do in the offseason. We also need to re-sign some players. Luka, Dodo, Jackson Hayes, which I would love to see again. But the most interesting is LeBron James. Now, he does have a player option, but I think he's going to opt in simply because I don't see him leaving anywhere else. And I strongly believe he's going to retire next season. He's going to get that retirement tour. I don't know if we're going to go to the finals again, but still, I think he's going to stay with the Lakers for one more year. But let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below. Don't forget to follow me. I'll do all kinds of Lakers news. Until next time, everybody. See ya and stay safe.